Ron, have another question from a member. Ron, will diet without animal products be a requirement to ascend to the fifth dimension and to raise frequency?
I'm going to say it's not an unequivocal no, but our bodies will be renewed and we will have vibrations. And if you have an idea in your mind that you need to be a vegetarian, go ahead and be one. And if that's what you feel is the right thing for you, then go ahead and be a vegan. Why do you have the right to tell somebody else what they have to eat or can or cannot eat? Whose life are you trying to live? Yours or theirs? And so if you like meat, then and feel like that's okay for you, then there's nothing. What you're doing by eating is not a violation of your integrity. If you feel like you're supposed to be a vegan and you don't, and just because you love bacon, I don't know how to help you with that because it's a conflict. And so I would say to people, follow your integrity. And don't be talking about this as far as a requirement to ascend, because your body will do what it needs to do to ascend. You don't have to stop eating meat and say, "Oh, I've done that," and check it off on the wall. That's not how it works. And those who, I talk about baby beef, where instead of slaughtering an animal in their first year, you let the bulls use their natural testosterone for the next year. You have to feed them during the winter months. Well, those baby bulls are the most delicious and the most perfect meat that you can get. And I say, I don't believe in that. And if I don't believe in it, then I'm still in my integrity. And what is more important, maintaining your integrity or listening to somebody else that's telling you that you have to do this, that, or the other? See, we don't have a problem by picking up a project or an idea and holding on to it and then using that to judge other people. That's what they did for me. And I don't tolerate that. You don't tell me what to do, period. Who told you you could tell me? Did I ask you? Did I ask for your opinion? Then no. If I didn't, and I didn't give you my opinion, or I didn't give you my permission, then you're crossing dominions. And I'll tell you one thing for sure. Ron Giles does not allow people to cross over into my domain. I am the Lord God of this being. Don't tell me what to do. There's no high authority that comes and tells. If I ask a question from the Alliance, they tell me about things in a way that I understand, and yet they will never tear somebody down. They just don't do that. So when you're got some idea like I'm not, without animal products, that now this person has a belief and that you're going to have problems unless you get rid of eating animal products, or you can't ascend to the fifth dimension. That's what they're saying with this question, and I'm not sure I agree with that summation. I do things when I go to eat. I ask, is this going to be good for me? Sometimes it's not as good as other times, but it's okay. And I generally don't eat a lot of sweets because I'm diabetic, so I stay away from them. Sure love them, but I don't participate very often. So the point that I'm trying to say is, if you have an idea that you need to quit eating animal products so that you can ascend into the fifth dimension, where did you hear that from? Did you get confirmation from the heavens that that's the way you should be? That's the way you should eat? If you haven't gone through the processes and are just simply taking somebody else's word on things like that, you've got some other problems that you're going to have to learn how to get rid of, because you're letting other people control your life. And then you're adopting that and using it to judge other people. Well, I tell you, that's one of the worst things that can happen to you. One of the worst things that can happen to you for your spiritual growth is where you hold on to something that somebody has told you and then judge other people for doing that. You don't, that's my way of thinking about these things. Animal products, baby beef. I plan on doing that with ranches that I want to buy. So that's the way it's going to be for me. Next question.
Okay, that sounds great. With that, we'll be right back.